Unicorn High Priestess here. Uh, I've been off for a little while, so I want to just say hi. Um, yeah, and how's everybody with their vibrations? I mean, we're in the new moon, so I hope you're manifesting. I hope you're dreaming big, aiming for the sky, and believing in yourself. That's paramount. Having faith is key. Like I said, there's many things you can do to assist yourself, but the main thing is you got to believe in yourself. And the best way to do that is don't listen to nobody but yourself. Everything you need is in there. When you go outside of yourself, that's where problems begin. Because just like me, I thought people had my back. I thought people loved and cared about me, which they didn't. So any ideas I had to start any type of projects or build myself up in any way, shape or form, I would always run it by like friends or family or loved ones. Now I know. And little did I know that everything that I told them about that I was attempting to produce, they was going to my back and sabotaging everything. So whatever your plans are, keep it to yourself, you know? Keep it to yourself. Because either one, they'll either dissuade you from doing it, make you feel like you can't achieve it. And that's what's been done to me my whole life. Do you know what I mean? Or then they would try and tear you down and gossip about you and make fun of you. So when people gather in groups and discuss whatever project you want to take on, do you know what happens? That goes around the atmosphere. Yeah, it's called evil eyeing someone. And that in itself builds energy. Do you understand? And with that being said, that energy creates your misfortune. So whatever you had planned, you told someone about, that's the quickest way for them to sabotage it for you. That's what I've learned along my journey. So every knowledge that I achieve, I like to share it with the world, you know? Even if it helps 5 people, so be it. Another thing is, you need to be very mindful of the people around you. Not saying all, but for me, it was everybody. Literally everybody. Everybody I thought I could trust. And basically, they just from little things like uh, doubting that you can do things. You got to remember, everything you project out into the energy has to go somewhere. Do you understand? So if you're projecting it on one person and there's more than one of you, what's going to happen is you're going to cause that person to just have nothing but misfortune and failures. That's where failures come about. Obviously, you can do things in life, and obviously that's how you become accomplished, is by having failures. But when it's deliberate, do you understand? Not by your own trial and error, like deliberately by people bad mouthing you, slandering you, sabotaging whatever it is, whatever idea you've come up with. That's how shit builds. Does that make any sense? And within itself, what it does to you within your core, it makes you feel not good enough. And that's not a very good emotion to have. Trust me, I know, I've been through it. And with having that feeling, it builds and builds and builds until you're projecting that energy yourself, not realizing it. Do you understand? So not only are others causing you to have these misfortunes, but you're adding to it by believing it, you know? Once you believe that within yourself, you're going to project that out into the universe. And what's the universe going to do? It's going to say, okay, this is how you feel, this is what you want. So they're going to give you that. Does that make any sense? I know it's kind of hard because I'm still learning myself. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's still a learning journey for quite a few of us, just put it that way. But have faith in yourself, you know. If you believe in what you believe in, Don't let anybody make you feel, anybody that makes you feel like you cannot achieve your dreams, please believe me, they're not for you. I don't care if it's your mother, your brother, your father, your grandmother, your spouse, your husband, your boyfriend, someone you've been with for 20 odd years. It doesn't matter. From they do not support your dreams, even if they do think in their mind, oh, I don't think she can do it. From they're not projecting that on you and they're making you believe you can accomplish anything you put your mind to, that's what matters. I'm telling you. Because I've been on this journey for such a long time. Yeah, I've had my own misfortunes, so I can fully speak on this. You know, I don't need a certificate to say, oh, yes, well, you passed the test, so that makes you this person. No, I can speak on it because I've lived it. Do you understand? And I've also been on both ends of the spectrum, also, you know. But we're not here for that. We're just here to go along this journey together. And I think it's going to be awesome. So I think it's another new moon. I can't remember. We'll come learn about the moon also. And another thing is to always list down whenever all these certain full moons are, because it affects you also. Depending on when you was born, your star, well, not your star sign, not your star sign, but your month of birth, the month, the date, the time it was born. Find your birth chart, find your Akashic records. That way, you can establish, you can basically plan ahead, if that makes any sense. Do you know what I mean? Because certain times of the moon, which I didn't realize, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm a moon child, so it does affect me. There's times where certain moons will make me like over energized, and there's other moons that make me feel really like emotional and like, what's the word? Sensitive, very sensitive. Which is when I was getting most of these attacks, and it was hitting me purely because the moon cycle that they caught me in. Do you know, does that make any sense? Yes. So once I learned about the moon cycles, you know, 2-3 days beforehand, I will prepare for it. Do you know what I mean? So if anybody did try to do any kind of spiritual attack towards me, I'd be okay. Like, it wouldn't touch me, basically. Do you know what I mean? So there are ways you can protect yourself. But also, it's also there to help yourself in a sense of, if you're going to be, like, make sure, for instance, if it's a moon cycle where you're going to be very sensitive and emotional, don't have appointments that day. Do you know what I mean? Don't do important things on that day. Do you understand me? For the best way to have the best success. If that makes any sense. If you can handle it, then so be it. But don't take on too much. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you want to be showing the best side of you. I know not everybody's perfect. I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but in order for you to gain and rise authenticity, do you understand me? And honestly, that's the best way forward, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to say a quick hello. I'm back with a bang. We can go into what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been battling. Let's have it real. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie about it. You know, I've been battling. You know, but yeah, the main thing is the growth, the transformation, the ascensions, the deaths and rebirths. It's been an experience, you know. I wouldn't say in a negative way, because I'd only rather take positive things out of every situation. Do you know what I mean? Even if it is negative, I'd rather see the positive in all situations. Do you know what I mean? Try your best not to focus on the negative. If you have to, journal it, release it. That's what you say. You say, I'm releasing this. You know, when you say that, you're basically releasing it to your angels. So therefore, you can rid yourself of that burden. You have to release it, because I didn't do none of these things. So what happens is, when you want to unwind and go to your bed, it starts coming back around. It starts playing in your mind, and it starts to affect your sleep, you know. and subconsciously it keeps coming, and because it's always there and you're always thinking of that negative thing, that's the energy that you're pulling back towards you, is negativity. That's what happens, it's got to go somewhere, so it's going to do like a full circle and come back and be like a boomerang. Think of it like a boomerang. Maybe not as fast, maybe not as quick, but in a sense of like a boomerang. But yeah, I just wanted to just say that and just say like hello. I'm going to be doing like a multitude of things. I'm not going to specify it now, purely because my platforms are still being stalked by people that I don't really want to give them any type of clout or validation. So yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Do you know what I mean? Because this is my page, and if they want to be talked about, they need to do that on their page. So just keep it like that. But generally, as things progress, then yeah, of course, like I might need to go back to certain instances to use as not as an advice, as an example, for where I'm heading. But the most part is I'm going with the flow. I'm enjoying the ride. And also, please, 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 because I did today actually, and I think that's probably why I feel in such a vibrating mood. Like I feel really like, really not childlike in that sense, but I'm thinking about when I used to be a child. I used to have all those big dreams and visions. Yeah, I sat on a bench in a park, watched nature, thought about the squirrels, and I was actually manifesting also all these squirrels that started coming out of nowhere, and they was like running up to me on the pathway. And usually they don't do that. And this was the one day I didn't actually come out with anything to give to them. And I kind of felt a bit bad, but then I kind of like quickly shoved it out of my mind because that's like a negative emotion, and I can't. I've had so much negativity. Whew. It's just that I don't look like someone that's been through what I've been through, But yeah, I'm not here for that. It's not sub story page. Do you know what I mean? No, no, no. It's called high vibing. Get that manifestation on the road, Young, old, big, small, doesn't matter, If you can think it, you can dream it, you can make it happen, you can manifest it. Yeah, another thing was people can do spell work on you and stuff like that to slow down or block your manifestation, which is why I said keep things to yourself. Do you know what I mean? And instead of setting yourself up to fail, start off with something really small. Does that make any sense? And work on it and build up from that bit by bit by bit. Like when I manifested the butterflies, but then I had to deal with a lot of spiritual attacks and psychic attacks, which was blocking me basically. So I had no choice but to let that pass and just ride that wave. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And months later, here we are. But it should never have taken this long. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho. But whilst I was waiting, I picked up advertising. So yes. Yeah. And that's what I'm excited about. Do you know what I mean? I'm excited about exploring it. I'm excited about seeing it grow. See my little boo-boos grow. Call it my babies grow. Yeah, and I'm excited. And that's when creativity flows in. The ideas, the vision. Always think from outside the box. You know what I mean? Be different, be daring, be original, Don't do what everybody else, don't do what a lot of people are doing, like what's been done to me. Because I don't have like 200,000 followers. Imagine, people that's got like 200,000 followers, you're looking at content that I've made, you've stolen my contact, but yet that you're making money off of it on your platform purely because you have more followers than me. But that's fine because I'm a strong believer of karma. What goes around comes around. Because I wouldn't do that to someone. I don't I'm not envious, do you know what I mean? I don't think, oh, let me look at that person. Oh, they're doing much better than me. How do they get all the men? No. Because I genuinely want everybody to win, you know? If I can do it, you can do it, you know? That's why I see things. But yeah, I just want to say hi to everybody. I like, yeah, this is just me. Like, yeah. I should actually have been tested for ADHD, you know? Yeah. But it's been a journey. It's been hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. It's been a big learning curve as well. And but for the most part, I'm just loving the new version of myself, you know? Especially when I never expected to even be here or even make it this far. And that's a whole nother story also. But as I get to know everybody and filter out the karmics and the fakers and the haters and the evildoers from the real people, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then welcome to not just this platform, multitasking. Yeah. Because you have stalkers. I'm still being stalked, but that's outside. You know what I mean? I'm too protective for that. You got to keep your vibrations high also. Do you know what I mean? So that things don't affect you. But if it does, there's always ways you can protect yourself. Please believe in there's always ways you can protect yourself against any form of attack. You know? And the most crucial one is called judgment. Do you understand? Call judgment and release it to your ancestors and your guardian angels. That's the first port of call. And from that, you'll be guided. Because we've all got angels around us. You do that, don't you? Yes. Yes, we have. And that's the kind of things that people don't want you to know. You know? You know what I mean? Exactly. Try and, what's the word? Not detach. Oh my God. Detox. Also, like uh minimalize the amount of TV you watch, the amount of time you spend. Like, try and schedule it. If you spend all the time on your phone, unless you're actually doing work, it's not gonna work. Because all these things was designed to keep us down. Does that make any sense? And keep us low vibrational with shit that we watch, shit that our brain is attracted to. And that can also hamper your manifestation, you know. So just be mindful. I know because I've really been through it, I really experienced it, you know. Which is why I'm trying to do things differently. But always remember, keep it to yourself. Do you understand? You're not obligated to tell anybody anything. You know, you're more than you have every right to say that's my personal business and that's my prerogative. I don't have to share anything with you. You know, but people act like they have a right to your life or they have a right to know what you're doing or they have a right to know what your plans is. Do you know what I mean? What your dreams and aspirations. No, they don't. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because you will get a lot of fakeness. You will. People will pretend just to sabotage you. You know, because the minute you get a little bit of the way, all the haters come out. Yes, they do. I made a song about that as well. I think I already sung it already once on my platform. I think it was out when I was singing it, but I uploaded it. Yeah, it was just like a nice little funny little tune to sing. And that, even that alone, it wasn't directed at anybody. People didn't like it because I knew, because obviously my ancestors and my spirit guides and my guardian angels, they let me know. And the ears ring. I'll tell you a bit more about that as time goes on. But yeah, I just want to say hi. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good evening. Okay? Nice to see you guys. Toodles.